to the Young Content Show.
Peace, beloved, peace. Literally, let me say this first. Peace, beloved, peace. It's your homie, Young Content, the unofficial sensei of the culture, mastering youthfulness, contentment, and NFTs. Welcome to the dojo. Welcome to the dojo. Welcome to the goddamn dojo. Play this. Cue it. And your boy literally did it. Was helping grandma do groceries. She rubbed my feet, and I fell asleep. I'm not even gonna lie. I know this man is Stash is a legend. He's there. The ninjas have him safe, but I'm pretty sure he's upset. So, and he's probably gonna blackball me, or he's gonna just say something. He's the OG's OG, and he's not the sensei, but he's the sensei in his own thing. But I don't know what to expect. Hopefully you guys are doing well. I don't want to be blackballed from the space. There's already enough influencers going after each other. Do the streamers go celebrity deathmatch next? Let's see. First off, shout out to Hit Money Eat. Your alpha plays only. Let me give you that. We got Eagles. What up? What up? You got Mad L. Looking forward to this one. Been watching. Oh, see, Stash for 21. Dang, I failed you. Cherries in the chat. APO. Shishi Banquifi for sure. All right, without further ado, let's shut the F up and bring in the man. And hopefully he's okay. Hopefully he's okay. Hopefully. Pray. Stashy? Secret agent? What did you just say? Did you say you spoke Tatooine for a sec?
It's all good, homie. We're all good.
Dude, thank you.
No scolding. No, you're not. We're not gonna put you on the naughty list. You're good.
No blackballing.
Nope.
Jeez.
Woohoo! Time, man. You escaped.
I fucking escaped, bro. You know when you need a nap, dude. Do you ever nap, or you're just an AGI at this point?
No, it's true. It happens, man. Sometimes passed out. You're just like, dang it.
Too much D-Gen lottery. Too much NFTs, dude. There's so much I want to talk about. For those that don't know who this is, CryptoStache, give me the one liner. Give me your best one liner, right? Who the secret agent CryptoStache is?
Best one liner. I play games.
Well,
I play games and I talk about NFTs and games. So games, NFTs, and games.
I love that, dude. There's I want to tell you about my first fumble. I was buying those Midnight Societies. You actually ended up infiltrating there. I was buying those Midnight Societies when they were 0.1 using Polygon Bridge. I weefed them off for 0.1 too. Really, really bad play. You were on it early. I learned it from you. I could have been rich right now. I could have changed my trajectory of my life.
Should have got in early. That's why I tell everybody, listen to Stash, get in early.
Stash called it. Is it still S tier? How was that event? Tell me all about it. Like, is it still S tier or you moved it down to B tier?
I'm still gonna say S tier, man. That event was great. So, Dead Drop, which is the new game from Dr. Disrespect, has been in a closed alpha state for quite a few months now, but in development total for less than about a year. It's been about a year, maybe a little bit over. And they just launched their latest snapshot, and this actually had like textures and colors and things in it. The last couple ones were just very basic blockouts, but we were still playing it. And I was telling people like, hey man, this game is gonna be big, it's gonna be hot. And then they came with this event with which was it just brought a bunch of people together. It was the whole Optic gaming team. It was Doc himself was there.
I heard you got signed by Optic. Is that true?
No, I didn't. Yeah, they signed me. Yeah,
they did.
No.
Okay.
But I was at the event, so I got to be. I was one of the VIPs. So I got asked to be part of the playtest. So whatever you saw from the live stream in the event, like there was a live feed, and they were showing all of our screens, and I was up there quite a few times. It was cool. I had a couple of good engagements with some of the pros. And the event in general was fun, so I was really glad that they asked me to be there, and I was representing for Web3 in general. I was the only pro. I was like, I'm here. I'm the NFT guy. Let's go. I'm representing, man. All you guys are using NFTs right now, and you may not even care, and maybe you don't even know, but you are, and that's a beautiful thing.
I would have that stash itself. I would have gravitated toward that stash, just like I would gravitate towards Dr. Disrespect stash. What happened when the stashes united, dude?
Bro, it's like it's like Harry Potter meets Voldemort. It's you got the wands on each side. Like, no, it was cool, man. Doc is a really, really kind of chill, down to earth, humble, kind of quiet type of guy. Honestly, in person, he's very like reserved, and he's not super crazy in person. And he was cool. We were actually staying at the same hotel, and so we got to hang out at the bar and talk a little bit. And,
let's go, dude.
Yeah. So I saw him at the event, obviously too, and talked a little bit at the event, and saw him a little bit the next day, after the event.
The secret agent planned that, guys. All right, this is how you become a Web3 gaming icon. Figure out where the 2x stays. Use your assistants to figure that out, and boom. Someone asks, what's the difference between the NFT and the tower key? I mean, we're going straight into hot questions.
That's a great question. So the tower key isn't actually an NFT. It's just access. So it's only game access. And it has some perks, like your account will then have the first skins that they're offering, which are for this latest release, the Snapshot 5 skins. They're called deep free skins. So you'll get those, but you get access to the game, and that's it. And so there's with the NFT, you get a couple extra benefits. So first being the fact that whatever your visor cortex is on your NFT, like how your guy looks, you get that in game. So when I go in game, I look like my variant, my NFT. So I look like my NFT in the game, which is pretty cool.
Can it be your logo?
There's other things. No logo, no. But funny enough, dude,
you should have your big logo on it.
The visor cortex almost looks like my logo. It looks like a heart with a mustache in it.
Shishiban!
It does.
Wow, that's crazy. Stash attack. Dude, all right, cool. So any other information before we move on to the next question about the tower key versus that one? $25, right? The tower key.
So yeah, that's the main thing. The NFT does give you extra benefits, but the tower key gets you into play, and you're a claw versus being a founder, right?
Dude, so this is called How to Become a Web3 Gaming Icon. right now, if you've seen the current inflection point of the market, blue chips are dying or whatever those quote unquote were. I call them relics now. The scales are balancing. People are fucking on Web3 Gaming's nutsack. You've been on it for a long time. What is the inflection point to you right now? How to become a Web3 gaming icon? How to take advantage of some of all these Web3 games? Like it's lava out there. It's a hot topic.
Yeah, I like you just said, man. I just started swinging from the nutsack of Web3, and just held on for dear life. Damn it, won't let go. I think that I just saw this stuff really early on. I was already involved in the space, so seeing things kind of early on, I just same thing that got me into Bitcoin in the first place. I saw it early on, and I was like, wow, that is an idea that can be life changing. And I think that Bitcoin has kind of proven that in a very short amount of time. In like less than 20 years, it's become a pretty big part of society, I think, and we're starting to see NFTs make their way there too. But I think it's just really I got in early. So you're talking about like what does it take? I mean, takes getting in early.
Dude, they were calling you crazy. They were probably calling that man Stache crazy. I know they call the people crazy lunatics when they are this early.
No, and that's true, and that's what. So really, that's what it comes down. It takes conviction, is what it takes. There was a lot of times where I was doing this stuff and making content, and no one was watching, or only like 2 people, and nobody cared. Nobody, and I was just like, no, I know this is going to be important stuff, so I kept talking about it. Kept making videos. I've made over 1,000 videos now about crypto topics, and the majority of them being about NFTs and about gaming as well. And it's still an uphill battle, man. I'm still out there trying to get people to understand what's going on here in this industry and in the gaming world. And I mean, I think that the thing is that a lot of people just kind of go with the whole mainstream narrative, and so it's hard to get them to overcome that. So I try in a couple different ways really to approach this whole thing of educating people, doing it in a fun manner. So having fun with it, not just, and when people say, oh yeah, doing fun, not just playing video games, man. Like everyone does that. People playing video games, sure, tons of people do that. But really entertaining and trying to have fun and be interactive with the audience, I think is a big part of what I try and do. But and so that way I can identify with them and find the best way to get them excited about what we're doing here in Web3 when it comes to NFTs and why they're important and why they can be liberating in a lot of different ways, and why the technology is definitely going to be the future. But yeah, I mean, I think the conviction is really what you need to understand early on. Even if you see something early on, if you have no conviction, it's not going to do jack shit, right? I mean, oh yeah, I saw it, but I had no conviction, so I passed it by. And there are times, I mean, I have the same thing where I'm like, oh, I didn't have conviction in that, I passed it on by, and I probably shouldn't have. But
for real, I mean,
it happens.
You're a Renaissance man, beloved, a Renaissance man. Not a lot of people know. I mean, you were in NFTLA hanging out with the OGs, but a lot of people don't know. You're like the OG's OG. You're my OG. You're Kaggy Jan's OG. Go ahead, keep going.
No, I was just saying, because a lot of people came in not that long ago, and so there was this big explosion of people, and they didn't find me, right? They weren't people who were finding me because there was just so much need, and so there's a lot of new people popping up. So yeah, I mean, it was like a whole new battle when a bunch of new people popped up.
Bro, it wasn't fun.
Stash. I've been talking about NFTs since before most of these people knew what they were. But
for real, bro, you were literally giving them formula. This guy was feeding formula to giving game. I mean, Matt L said 2021 he was seeing this guy. I was seeing this guy in fucking 2017, 2018. But what do you think about the new streamers that come up? You honestly, it's not political or whatever, but those guys are evergreen. I think I was talking to Kaggy. He was like, I'm focused on me, and I have other. There's going to be sleuths of people coming. How do are you going to collaborate with them all? I feel like you're the father of all of them.
I'm gonna mafioso all of these dudes, man.
Al Capone them, bro.
Yep, they're all gonna owe me a favor.
Oh, tax. It's a secret agent's whatever the stash tax.
Yep, stash tax, man. That's how it goes. You want to be in this industry, you got to stash tax. I provide protection. This is what it goes down to. You don't want to be without my protection in this industry. No, I mean honestly, man, it's great to have more people in in this kind of small niche because I was doing it forever by myself. There was just really nobody else talking about this shit, and then slowly but surely we saw a couple people come on board. Kagi was one of the next ones to really start doing some content that I noticed, and then now here recently we have people like Bryson and Spike and a couple others that have popped up, and I think it's great, man. It's great to see to have more people here to talk about things, to collaborate with. I mean, I'm doing all kinds of collaborations. I have these people on my show all the time, which is great on Mondays, and then able to do other collaborations and cool things. So,
I love that, man. I love that.
yeah.
When it comes
I like
to
it. I think it's important. I think it's important for a rich ecosystem.
absolutely, it's only gonna go. ChatGPT will have its streamer. You're gonna be collaborating with a ChatGPT AI avatar. You know what I mean? Don't call him a bot. Don't call him a bot when you get killed by a
they'll
bot.
Probably get more followers than me for sure. It's like ChatGPT AI streamer. That's it.
Does that fascinate you at all when it comes down to high advanced NPCs with ChatGPT?
Oh yeah, for sure. 100%, man. I think that's without a doubt going to be a huge part of gaming future, is using AI and generative features to kind of make video games. And one of those would one of the first things obviously people notice is NPCs, man. Having an NPC that is going to be kind of different every time you interact with them. Kind of, I mean, and like giving them within bounds, which is cool. So you can train AIs to be in a certain way. So you can still have it be like within bounds and give that AI kind of a character, which is cool.
I'm scared of having an AI being a mafia boss inside GTA. I think it's just going to dominate the game, and I'm not going to have fun anymore because it's just going to be super focused on dominating and being the mafioso boss.
I think that would be awesome, where they just kind of take over and like the game becomes super hard to beat, and like the mission that you're trying to kill this boss that they have that's already been hard coded. The AI becomes so strong, it gets so many minions, and is contracting real players to defend against itself, to putting out hit. Like that would be great.
We're gonna have to team up. It's gonna be hard. You're gonna have to really have community-based games and like know how to team play with each other.
That's when a guild comes in handy. You gotta have your crew.
Sheesh. What other? I know you always giving free game. What are some free game you can give us right now before we go into the next topic about just Web3? In your opinion, gaming, what's what is an early project? What's some free game from the stash?
Some free game from the stash, man. Well, I will say, like, right now, if you guys haven't checked out a couple of games, I'll drop some ones that I think that maybe not underneath the radar, but are definitely ones that you should be paying attention to. My Pet Hooligan, for sure. I don't know if you know that game, but really awesome, great team. And then other ones like who else is doing some hot shit right now? Champions Ascension. Have you played that game?
No.
It's actually a really fun fighting game, and they've done a really great job with like building out other features, so it kind of has a little bit more of a like.
Don't tell me it's on Gala. I don't touch anything on Gala.
Yeah, well, neither one of those are on Gala.
Okay.
Yeah, but I will say. But I will say though, even though maybe if you don't like Gala, but Last Expedition, man. They just had some a playtest go live with node owners, which I'm not a node owner, so I didn't get in on. But man, I'm telling you, this game is going to be fire when it releases, man. And then other ones, obviously Shrapnel, that's coming pretty soon. So
bro, Shrapnel is a hidden gem. It's sitting at 0.09 on OpenSea for their founders, whatever. I'm like that could be on the same par of Midnight Society. Do you think they can compete with Midnight Society marketing? Shrapnel?
I don't know, man. I mean, that's I think that they're gonna both be really good games. I think that probably I'll have to give the edge to Midnight Society on marketing their game Dead Drop versus Shrapnel, just because they got Doc in their corner. This is coming from a team who have been doing this for quite some time, and I think that even though Shrapnel has a really great team too, it's hard to beat that kind of advertising, man. When Doc has 30K plus people watching him stream Dead Drop every day, or at least every couple. Now he's been doing a lot, but I mean, think about it. That's a huge amount of advertising every day, man.
Stash, can I ask you a question?
Yeah,
dude, why were you taking all the toys, bro?
No
You
toys.
literally stashed all the toys, the t-shirts. Did you create an eBay store with it? That's some high memorabilia you have there, dude.
No toys for you. Well, so, you talking about those bobbleheads from the
Yeah.
Dead Drop event? Yeah. Well, I got those for my community.
I love that.
Yeah, man. So that's why I did. So I got one for myself, obviously, and then I got a couple other ones for the community, so I could do a giveaway, and we did. So
Did
we
you
gave
walk
away
out
two
with
of
like a
them.
satchel, like a big old sack?
Yeah, I cleaned those mofo's out. I tell people in line because there's a massive line for
Little
people to get
11-year-olds looking at you. Get the
No,
fuck
seriously,
out
there's
the
a
way.
massive line, right? And I'm walking with all these bobbleheads, and I'm in my secret agent stash gear, you know, and someone was like, I was like, hey, you guys want some bobbleheads? They're going to be sold out. I'll tell you, I'm selling them for double the price. So in the parking lot, I'm like, I got them right here. Let's go. And someone was, you know, definitely would be interested in those because they were a hot item. They were a hot ticket.
Such a hot item. First off, shout out to the chat. I see you dominating. Why? Someone says smiling monster. Why nothing on Gala, dude? Gala, I don't know. I think they just take forever to make a good game. Where's Mirandis?
Yeah.
I need to talk to the people just to get the alpha, but there's so many. There's Animoco. I can't win them all. So if it's shade, it's shade. Hey, yo, Dojo fan, one love Stash. Cool. Matt L. Huxley Saga game Vertical Slice drops tomorrow. You should definitely check it out, Stash. That Vertical Slice on UE5. Someone asked, what's your take on Gala? You still loving them, bro? Because I don't want to step on your toes, but I will if I have to.
Yeah, I still like what Gala's doing. I think that they have a good foundation to work from. I mean, they definitely have made mistakes, but I think that nothing that they can't kind of, you know, rectify and move forward.
Do you think Grit will be the one? Do you think Grit will be the one that takes us to Valhalla?
No, man. Grit's cool. It needs some work, man. You know, it definitely needs some up. Like I told you, I think Last Expedition is going to be a really great game, and it's on Gala. I do think that is going to be a top quality game. You know, Superior is a really fun game, man. I mean, that's a great game. It's a co-op
I think
game.
there's one game that they could really redeem themselves with, and I think it's called Coming Winter or something. I don't know if you've seen that. Winter. It's like a zombie apocalypse survival game.
Or are you talking about the Walking Dead Empires?
No, that's I know that's one of your favorites. So, I could talk to you for days.
That was also right now an early release, yeah, which is kind of cool. It's like a mobile style game.
There's a question here. It says, ask Stash on his take on Star Atlas. They lost a lot of money in FTX.
They did. They got cleaned out, man. Like half that stash. You know,
Are they redeemable? Can they win?
I think so, man. You know, and I've talked to Michael about this, and I've talked to other people about this too. You know, I think that they're definitely a path. There's a path forward for them. Maybe it's just a little bit less ambitious. You know, maybe you just scale back just a tiny bit, right? Which I think is fine. I don't think anybody's going to really bat an eye. You know, if you really just scale back just a small amount and say, hey, you know, we got to deal with the situation at hand. We didn't expect this to happen, but we want to deliver a game and a quality experience. It just may not be, you know, the massive scope that it once was. Now, I don't know that they're going to do that, but I do think that would be my path forward if I were at the helm. I would look to probably just slightly. I mean, you know, there's some fat you can trim. You know, trim the fat around the edges,
but
man.
get your butcher on.
Get your butcher on, right? That's what I'm saying. So that way you can guarantee there's going to be something.
But then you have EVE Online working on a Web3 game.
Yeah, I know. That's right. It's big stuff, man. EVE Online is going to be doing something. I mean, I don't know if it's going to be like part of their existing game, right? I think it's going to be a standalone, like a whole other experience, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, for sure. I think I think Star Atlas dropped this like ship coming down trailer. I don't have it. You guys have to look that up. But when it comes down to space games that I love, shout out to Influence, who's building like EVE Online, that's been doing it for 2 years, that still has their funding. And you know, those EVE Online games and those Influence games are really heady. You know, you just have to love mining asteroids. You have to love the economy of the game. It's not like you're gonna go and shoot things.
Yeah.
Those.
Well, I mean, I think that's what Star Atlas is looking to do is have a very immersive like MMORPG where it's the same kind of similar scope to like a Star Citizen, which once again is a very ambitious project, you know. it's just one of those things where it's like I'd rather have an experience and it be a little bit less than never get anything, because you know, you don't have enough funding to really do it at this point. So I don't know.
Yeah.
I think I mean, I think they're going to survive. I think they're going to definitely, you know, keep going and create a game. I just think that maybe, you know, may not have all the same features. We'll see.
Dude, when are you gonna come join the dark side? Not the dark side, but the lighter side of April Union, beloved. Because the Dojo clan don't play over there. I don't know if you like Terraria. A lot of people look at this game like an early Terraria. I put Kagi on.
Yeah.
I know. I might have to tell the team to help you out, get you in there.
Yeah, send it my way, man. I'm down to check it out. You know,
do you like side scroller pixel 2D games on some Rust / MMORPG?
I mean, I do. Yeah. I mean, I enjoy it. It really needs to be something engaging though for me, you know, to want to keep doing it. You know, that's the thing is like as long as the gameplay is good, graphics are not a bigger. You know, it's not like, oh my gosh, it has shit graphics, I'm not gonna play it.
Are you a big RuneScape OG or no?
Good. What's that?
Are you a RuneScape guy or more of a FPS guy?
I'm a fucking Ultima Online guy, bro. We'll take it all the way back to the OG. We want to the OG of the OGs. Like that was the original. That was before RuneScape, you know, doing it. So yeah, I mean, I was back playing that kind of stuff, man, when it first came out.
Holy smokes! Yeah, I'm just got into the MMO kind of style games. I've always been playing FPSs and shit like a straight degenerate. So it's nice to be able to build with your tribe. You know, and now that I have the dojo, April Union is like the perfect cocktail. So those who don't know about that game, you will know about the game. I'm actually gonna dominate that game. But yeah, dude, we'll set you up. We got another maybe 5-6 minutes of this 30-minute show. I wanted to ask you, Stache, how's the music going?
It's going good. It's going good, man. Thanks for asking. You know, that's funny because most people don't know that I'm also a musician. I mean, I talk about it, you know, not often, but like here and there, you know. But it's great, you know, my band has been, I wouldn't say on hiatus, but we've been taking a little bit of a breather here this last year because a little bit less than a year ago, our singer, because we have basically 2 singers in the band. So one of our singers and the guy who played rhythm guitar, he left the band. So it was like, okay, we got me who was playing bass and singing backup, and then the guy who was singing and playing fiddle and mandolin, and then our banjo player. He's a string band, you know? And so we kind of were like, what are we going to do? And I basically, what we ended up doing is I moved over to being the front man and singing and playing guitar now. And then we got a new bass player. So we just did our first show with that lineup, that brand new lineup here just about 2 weeks ago. So it was good. You know?
I know you got a voice. I think you were singing in this video I saw. Were you singing?
In which video?
I don't know. It was somewhere. It was an NFTLA backstage pass.
For sure, there's videos of me singing. I mean, I've been doing it for a long time. So
you got a voice of 1,000 waters, dude.
Yeah.
Great voice.
Well, thank you,
dude. NFTLA. Well, was it fun?
Yeah, it was cool. You know, it wasn't bad. I like going to the conferences to be able to connect with my friends in crypto that I don't see all the time, and then B, with like, you know, followers or fans or people who, you know, follow the channel, things like that. So they can, you know, it's great to be able to just say hi to them, take pictures, you know, say what's up, talk a little bit in person. I love meeting people in person. I will say that the event itself probably wasn't as good. It wasn't as good as it was the last year.
People were complaining about the stages.
Yeah, I mean, it was definitely like they really crammed a lot into one space, and it was not as glorious or glamorous or as nice as it was the year before. I think that really was just because it's like different organizers kind of, and they split off or something like that. I don't know the story really, but definitely there was a difference, noticeable difference in the production of the event. And yeah, I mean, I still had a good panel, 2 panels.
Sweet.
I snuck into a panel.
Did Big Boy take his clothes off?
No, he did not. He didn't have to. He didn't have to this time.
Okay.
Good.
And I love Crypto Wendio. She's my favorite, like, forehead. How's she doing?
Yeah, she's doing good, man. You know, she's doing good. She's just always, you know, she's just always doing her thing. All right, she was there too, of course.
I need to see her on some sticks, bro. Give her some sticks, some Web3 games, you know, going crazy with the stream. You know, she got the stream.
You know, I don't think that's not her jam, dude. It's not her jam.
It's a blessing to meet you, Stash. Gotta lurk up and get back to making birria tacos. Y'all be safe and be blessed. Birria? Well, okay, they're talking about quesadillas in here.
Ooh,
Dude,
I love me some birria tacos, man. Hell yeah.
the
dude.
consomme, I just pour it on my
Yeah.
face when it's really hot.
and then wipe the taco on your face to get it all on there. And so you pour it in your face, then wipe it on it, and then eat the taco.
I love that. You still using straws, bro? With the Stash? I know the Stash gets the yogurts. It gets the goat cheese. Like, are you still using the right ways to eat foods?
Yeah, I mean, well, you know, you got to be protective, dude. Have you seen those coffee cup or like teacup mustache protectors?
Hold on, let me look that up. Teacup. What is it called?
It's a mustache protector for a teacup.
This
was a thing back in the day, like when mustaches were really popular. This way, when you drank, it would protect. It was like a metal thing that protected your upper lip from getting like foam or anything else.
This looks like. Let me show the screen. This looks like the Meme Land butt plug. What is this? The Mogard mustache guard drink attachment with a carabiner as well. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Wow, that thing is kind of deadly. Not gonna lie. NGL. Dude, sweet. So you have a lot of games you're playing. Any you play spider tanks. What does Q2 look like for you? For the agents, the whole organization.
Yeah, Q2 coming up. So yeah, the GIA, which is my community, we're doing some cool stuff. So we got some cool collaborations coming up. We did a couple collaborations with people like Super Crypto Car and Decentraland and a couple others where we're doing some custom skins, which are kind of fun in these games. And we're going to continue to be playing Dead Drop as a community. So that's one of our favorite games to be playing. And then, you know, in general, yeah, like I do play some spider tanks here and there, and playing some other of your faves on the channel. Every Thursday we're always doing kind of a new game or what's hot or what's the latest. Sometimes it's a Web2 game. You know, we were playing Harry Potter for a little while. We played the finals a couple times and Atomic Heart, and so really just trying to bring the best of gaming. You know, I think that the focus is always on NFTs and games, but if there's something cool and interesting out there, like, I want to showcase it and jump on there, have some fun with the community, and talk a little bit about it. That's kind of what we're trying to do here in the second quarter, is just really kind of create and foster a better community. We're going to be doing more events and things together. So being in the Discord is a really great way to do that. So, and that comes with giveaways and other airdrops of things and fun events that's, just for our agents in Discord. So yeah, that's kind of what I think that's in general the goal, I think, for the next quarter, is just kind of really focus on building the community and getting ready for when this bull market comes back, man.
Dude, we got like 6 more months, bro. 4 more months. I'm holding down, living in the basement. I got it. More 6 months, and I'm good. I'm going to fly.
It's coming, man. It's good. It'll be here before we know it.
You know, there's gonna be like an NBA Top Shot version of it again somewhere, somehow. That we kind of have to use our stash abilities to find.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of the name of the game, right? Is finding what was the hot stuff, the up and coming, especially during a bull market, because it can just skyrocket if you find something really early.
It might be Dead Drop. I'm not gonna lie. If Dead Drop implements like a token, I could see a DeFi mechanic. I could see a bunch of shit.
They're never gonna do a token.
No.
I can tell you that right now. There's no way they're never gonna do a token. But I mean NFTs, sure, but token, it's never gonna happen. Not for that game.
That's alpha.
And I think that's fine. I think there's gonna be varying degrees of how people incorporate crypto into their game.
Yeah, Shrapnel doing a token. I seen that tokenomics white paper. Absolutely robust white paper for that token. Shout out to the chat before we leave. Stash still moving to Puerto Rico to avoid taxes. Haha, my coworker has one of those coffee protectors. Is it too late to join Dead Drop? Never too late. Dead Drop only is alpha, so probably still early.
It's too late to join Dead Drop. I mean, well, you got to get an NFT now. You can't get a tower key. So those like $25 or $20 tower keys,
they're gone.
They're no longer on sale.
I would have farmed that. Any options for people that got priced out? All right, yep, you're gonna have to. We'll figure it out, Iron. We'll figure it out. We'll merge.
Yeah, the tower key was the option. That said, it was a limited time thing. So they only wanted to open up to so many people for a limited time, and now we got a good, healthy amount of people playing the game. So
you snooze, you lose.
Yeah, as soon as they dropped, I told people like at the event, go grab these keys. When I was at the event and they talked about it, I was like, guys, this is what I was telling people about, that they're gonna open it up. for more people.
Dude. Wow. You still have a favorite whiskey that you want to put me onto, or no whiskey? I swear like you drink whiskey. I swear you drink whiskey before we leave.
I do. Yeah, and it's funny, man. Like, so I'll just tell you, like, favorite whiskey. Yeah, there's a lot. There's a lot of good whiskeys out there, but I would tell you the one that is like my daily, what I call my daily drinker. I don't drink daily, but but it's like the one that's like, hey, if I'm just gonna have a glass of whiskey or something, not if I'm like celebrating. It's not like the top tier bottle, but like I like Woodford. Woodford Reserve is actually a really good, like, middle of the road whiskey that is good for just kind of casually drinking, hanging out, and having a whiskey.
I thought you would have moved to the Doc whiskey, bro. Doc guy has his own whiskey, man. You tried it? You guys are fucking.
He does, yeah. Black Steel Reserve, yeah.
You liking it?
I didn't get a bottle, man. It sold out before I could get one.
Golly, They
went on sale, and it was like that. It literally was like one of those. It was like an NFT drop. It was like, it was like boom. They put them on sale, and I think it was less than 30 minutes, maybe they were sold out.
Dude, when we get the Axie Infinity hype again, I would love to have you. You're always welcome to the dojo. The dojo has ninjas and samurais that help the agents out. But when that happens again, I need to talk to you.
There's no more Axie Infinity. It's never going to happen again.
History doesn't repeat itself, Stasher?
Not like that.
I disagree.
Nope. Axie is donezo, dude. They're going to keep going for a while just because they got a ton of money. But they're as a game, like, they're not going anywhere, man. Look, they've done nothing.
The next Axie.
They barely
the
just got
next
land
one.
gameplay,
Not Axie. Fuck Axie. The next one. That's what I want to know.
Oh, the next Axie.
Yeah, the next Axie. The Axie go RIP.
I was like, oh, the Axie's done, man.
Well, RIP.
Yeah, the next Axie. I mean, honestly, I think it's Dead Drop. I think Dead Drop is like the next game that really is going to expose people to NFTs in a low level way that gets them comfortable, and like they understand, like, oh, cool, yeah, this can actually be, something interesting that hey, if it's for a game I really want to be a part of, then I'll figure it out, and yeah, I want to be a part of it. Wow, this is cool. So
guys,
Dead Drop does a good job.
I had to hit the guitar riff. There's questions coming in. Give me 2 more minutes, Stash, of your time. All right, please, humbly.
Yeah, let's go.
The people are asking about Illuvium as well. You're not as bullish on Illuvium as Dead Drop?
No. I'm not gonna lie, no. Not at all. I like Illuvium. I like what they're doing. I like that they have this kind of like.
Carl's warning's gonna kill you.
I mean, look, man, I'm being honest. This is just how it goes. I think that Dead Drop has a lot more mainstream potential. Illuvium definitely has an audience, and I think that they have a great angle with like the 3-game thing and like engaging people in different ways on different platforms using these 3 different modes with like the collector thing with Illuvium, Illuvatars, Illuvium Beyond, and then the Illuvium Zero, which is kind of like the mobile game for managing your land, and then the actual overworld game where you're actually out there fighting and collecting alluvials and things like that. I just think that Dead Drop has a lot more going for it when it comes down to mainstream penetration.
So you don't think that the tokenomics or the narrative or what the conglomerates they work with, because they got VC money, won't help Illuvium? VC money?
Well, I mean, of course that's going to help, man. I mean, but it just comes down to the style of game that it is. There's people who like that style of game and will definitely play Illuvium, and I think that it can be successful. I think Dead Drop has a couple more things going for it. Like I said, having Dr. Disrespect, one of the biggest live streamers in the entire world, one of the most recognizable gamers.
I'm so pissed I faded the 2-time. I'm so pissed, bro.
Like doing it, man. Like, I don't know, man. That's a pretty big factor for getting people to play your game. It's huge. So I mean, would I put anything up against? Like, that's a hard sell to say, hey, this is gonna do better.
Yeah, dude. Also, you played the other side. I thought it was mid. I think Creative 2.0 will destroy it. But did you like other side?
Oh yeah, mid for sure. I mean.
I'm sorry, all my board fans. It was just
it was really just, it seemed like
it's Creative 1.0. Fuck, I'm just saying it.
Yeah, no, I mean, it seemed like just another test. I mean, if you want to try and put it up against like Fortnite Creative, or Fortnite Creator, I think that they're not meant to be the same thing. Obviously, the other side is meant to be a social metaverse, and I think the Fortnite Creator thing is meant for people to really create, their own metaverses or their own games that can be kind of connected through a through a similar look, closer to a sandbox than anything else.
Someone said other side Crash Bandicoot, but did you do you think
okay?
Do you think that social metaverse is it's needed? It's going to be needed with the Bored Ape vibe. I mean, if they could get partnerships, I heard they got Gucci. Yeah, it's whatever the attention economy wants at that time.
Yeah, I mean, there's a good brand name and brand recognition there with the Bored Ape and kind of leveraging that, which is cool. But I think that we just haven't seen as much from them as we would want, maybe at this point, because I feel like the second trip, it's been quite a few months, and the second trip wasn't that big of an improvement from the first one, from what I saw. I wasn't on the first one, but from everything I saw,
the first one looks better.
The second one didn't seem like it was that much, like there was that much else going on. Like it was like, okay, we had a kind of a little bit of a gamification, but it didn't seem like there was a significant improvement. Like, oh wow, this is so much different from the last time, or here's how much improvement they've made. Like I didn't really see as much of that, as what I would say, and not really much story either. So I thought we'd see a little bit more story and like kind of telling a little bit more of the story of the game, but none of that either. So I don't know. It was a little confusing for me. I mean, I still enjoyed it, but
I'm looking forward to real price discovery for Bored Apes without Maki and Franklin Bored Ape watch trading the left and right. We're using blur rewards. I'm looking forward to seeing real price discovery. I mean, someone said to me that other side could creep up where Bored Apes move, so you could see that 40-40 ETH, 30-30. Other side has a lot of value to a lot of these Bored Ape holders as well.
Yeah, I mean, that's the whole point, man. That's what Yuga wanted to kind of create, is continue to give more more value back to their holders, and they've continued to do that time and time again.
For sure. Well, guys, you know the drill. Stash, you've been on the show before. I'm about to give you the gong. Let me shut this shit up. The gong is a spiritual frequency. It's going to enter your body. You can do anything when you hear the gong. Expose someone, marry someone on stream, yell at the top of your lungs, fucking marry Elon. I'm going to play the gong. You're not going to be able to hear it, but you're going to have the floor, and we're going to get out of here. Gong time. Actually, I didn't play. God damn it. Here you go. Gong time. The floor is yours.
I love each and every one of you. Never change and always keep me in your thoughts when you're sleeping.
Holy, did he go full boogeyman? I think he went full boogeyman.
There you go. Little parting words for you guys.
What did you say there? I didn't even hear it.
You have to run that back, man. It was in reverse.
Was it a code? It was like
when you play it in reverse, you'll hear what I actually said.
It was like an FBI night action thing. Like you were sending on a night action.
It was it was more like Dungeons and Dragons, like code, like reverse, devil worship type of stuff.
So all right, guys. Others, we love when the stashes unite. Love to see you back on the show, CryptoStache. Big thanks and much love. Man. The community is thankful.
Appreciate you, brother. Thank you so much for having me, man. This was great. I always have a good time hanging with you.
Good, enjoy a good steak, guys. Live the dream, eat ice cream, and above all, stay content. Peace, 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 peace.
I can't wait to get my neck frozen. Each time it's down for every night I was fucking homeless. Had to take these L's for me to get this focused. Might collect the pick that I can buy a home with. All this APO inside the dojo. I'm sure you wanna take a photo. Say you ain't going when you don't take risks. That's why you don't fall for FOMO.
Yeah, and I still shoot from the logo. How you get this far off a photo? They just always gon' hate what they don't know. All the seeds like what I need a bag for. Running to these plays, no hassle. Couldn't spend what I spend on gas though. Now she wanna pull me in, no